Hi guys, Joe Protocol here once again for another video, and in this video I want to cover the production tip of making a kind of tense atmospheric pad sound. This sound that you've probably heard in a lot of drum and bass, and certainly tech step drum and bass if you listen to the sound that I listen to or listen to what I make. It sounds a little something like this. The synth I'm going to be using for this video is called Vital, which is a wavetable synth. It's 100% free. There's a paid version if you want additional features, but the free version is very functional and very useful just by itself. I'll make sure I leave a link to that in the description below. So yeah, let's just jump straight into the video and let's make this kind of tense atmospheric pad sound. So here I have my instance of Vital. It's what you would typically expect from a synth. We have 3 oscillators here, and we have some filters, envelope, LFO. But to begin with, we're starting with the sawtooth wave, and you can select that simply from the basic shapes, which is the one that you get when you first open the synth, and you can cycle between the wave types like this. So here's our sawtooth wave, and it sounds something like this. Very basic to begin with, but we're going to obviously expand on that. So to begin with, let's turn up the unison number of voices. Now this adds different voices, essentially just replications of the original sounds. There we go. This starting to sound a bit more like a rave type sound, which you would commonly associate with, yeah, say hardcore or like early kind of acid sound. A rave type synthesis. So yeah, when I turn up to 13 voices, it certainly sounds a lot thicker, and this is kind of more the number of voices we want for this particular sound because it sounds way wider. And to add some tension to the mix, what I want to do is put a little bit of LFO onto the level. You do that simply by clicking and dragging. It's really that easy. Turn down the rotations a bit though. There we go. I just want to turn down the, yeah, certainly the amount of the amount of the LFO. There we go. So we have some width and some LFO movement in this sound now. It's getting quite close already. As you can hear, it's really not that much of a complex sound. As I say in all of my videos, I like simplicity. So we have some movement there. Now let's move over to the effects. Now let's add some additional depth, which we can do with the chorus. So let's hear this again and let's add the chorus in. Remember, when you're making this sound at home, you can use as little or as much of the effects as you like. I'm just here to show you how you can edit them and you can kind of tune them to your liking. So yeah, I'm going to go for a mix somewhere in the middle. So we have a blend of like the dry sounds and the chorused sound, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you can obviously change things here like the frequency and the number of voices. So yeah, there's just what you can do with the chorus alone. So I'm going to back off the cutoff a little bit and the depth. But there we go, we have quite a thick sound already. So Next I want to add some distortion. So there you heard a couple of distortion types. I want soft clip because I don't want too much. I mean, it is a really good sounding tense sound already. So I don't want to muddy that too much with a really thick, heavy distortion. So just a bit of soft clip just to add a little something on top. So next is the EQ, because I think if we carve out the mid-range of this sound, then it sounds more like a pad, because at the moment it's sounding a bit lead-like. So if we carve out the mids, then it's less of a lead. So let's hear the difference there. Also a tiny bit off the top, but that's just because that's what I like the sound of, basically. So you can choose to keep that in, and obviously there are different, you can shape this however you want. It's really your choosing. I'm just showing you exactly what the differences are. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Let's move over to what every good atmospheric sound needs, and that's some reverb. So once again, this is not really a tutorial on reverb, but I want to have, the mix. If I go the whole way up, you kind of lose some of that sharpness and that presence. So somewhere in the middle here, I've got it about 39%, which really works for this sound. And yeah, let's hear that sound again. I'm just turning a lot of these extra effects off just so we get the kind of sound of the space, let's say. Okay, there we go. That's how you make a kind of tense atmospheric sound for the type of drum and bass that, tech step kind of sounds, this kind of really almost haunting type sound. But yeah, I use it quite a lot in my tracks, so hopefully you found this video useful. And if you do like what I make and you do want to hear more, then be sure to hit the subscribe button so you stay up to date with new videos from myself. See you in the next one.